Christopher Hogan says, "Can an artist like M be top 100 artist with no replay songs over artists who may be less talented lyrically, but you listen to way more?" I can name 100. This is the thing,
Mm.
man. And you
Hold
know,
on,
I
hold
don't
on.
even want to say like quote unquote less talented, right? I think that when we talk about Eminem, we get into some lyrical miracle, swimming pool shit. And so at the end of the day, DMX, right? When
Mm.
he dropped this Dark and Hell is Hot, and Eminem was around, what, a year later?
Mm-hmm.
I don't care how well Eminem was putting together words. DMX didn't have to do all those things. He
Mm-mm.
made great songs. He made you feel. He had perspective. And if you ask me in 1999, if you ask me today, it's no question to me DMX is the better MC between the two. But if you would have asked me that shit in 1999, I would have laughed you out the room. Like, what are we talking about?
He
He's not even in
outsold.
his he's not even in his class. And this
Okay,
is this is peak
if you
Eminem
put
stuff.
hold on, people talk about numbers. So listen to what I'm saying in this sphere. And then we understand the MD's numbers. You understand DMX had a year where he outsold Nas and Jay. If you put Nas and Jay's record sales together, and that's both when they were in their selling prime and their like MCing kind of prime. And like he totally outsold them and was rapping with them.
On
Eminem was
some
not
hip
part of that
hop shit.
conversation. It
On
was
some
not
hip
no
hop
in the
shit.
hip hop
He
conversation when we
yeah.
were having these conversations. It's like you see how this nigga X just took the game from Hove and Nas, right?
And he
That was
didn't
the conversation.
and look, he didn't have to have TRL shut down for him to do so. He didn't have
No,
to go
he went to the
you know
tunnel.
what's so funny to me, man? It's so fun. I was
Great.
just listening to Game's interview with Complex or whatever, and he was talking about the whole white privilege thing with Eminem, and they asked him about Jack Harlow and all of that. And when we posted on the court in the hip hop, everybody's talking about Game's clout chasing, whatever, whatever. Eminem made his whole fucking career off of clout chasing. So
Hello.
we're not gonna say that when he was going at Christina Aguilera, Britney Spears, Fred Durst, Carson Daly. These are the name drops he's doing. Will Smith, when we're coming off of Big Willie style, Will Smith's the biggest artist in the world, or in hip hop at least. Will Smith don't got a cuss in his rap to sell records. I do. Fuck him. Fuck
Hey,
you too. That's not clout chasing.
hey, I tell you what, and I just thought about this. Like, Get At Me Dog by DMX is so rare because not only is it a culture shifting song, but it is actually one of the best rap songs ever and a culture shifting song at the same time.
And you have to
I mean,
understand what things looked like
right.
while
How
he
many
made
records?
them.
No, listen to that. That's one of the 20 best rap singles ever
Straight
because
up.
of the importance and the actual quality of the record. Because the quality of the record is not a question. But when I mean he took this game and threw everybody back in the mud.
Fuck is on
He's
your
like,
mind. Talking
y'all
that
doing that
shit
happy
that you be
shit? That
talking.
shit's over, nigga. That shit's over. He's like, we're back at the tunnel. We got hoodies. We got Timbs.
Does anybody
We're
really want
live.
to listen to how wild that sounds, man? Does anybody really want to compare that to "Hi, my name is"?
Right. It's not a
Come
conversation.
on, man. What are we talking about? Fuck
Talking
is
about
on your
lucky that you
mind? Talking
breathing,
that
but you
shit that you be
dead from the
talking.
waist down. What the fuck is on your mind? Talking that shit that you be talking.
And I bet you wish you never got hit because you be walking. Shit happened. But fuck it. You done did your
You
dirt.
did your dirt. Niggas was wondering how the fuck
You
you
hit
hit
that
your skirt
skirt right
right
under
under
your
their
eyes.
eyes because it's a surprise to the guys. Because one of
Well,
they men was
is
a bitch in the
sky.
skies.
What?
Ugh. That's on a single, nigga.
That's
Stop
on
that.
a single.
Niggas aren't allowed to rap like
Nah, I
that on
mean,
record. Niggas wasn't
robbing to
allowed to
eat.
rap like that on record in 97 or 98, let alone a single. Stop
Robbing
that.
to eat. Mobbing the street. Starving, we eat whatever's there. You know the code of the
Out
street.
in the streets,
Whatever's
whatever's
fair.
fair. Bloodstains and chalk.
Yo, man. Mad Max with the super chat says,
Crazy.
Doc 2 is better than the documentary. To me, better songs on 2.5 better too. The thing about
2.5, yes.
2.5, and I love 2.5, it's just so much help. So
The
much
help,
help.
the help helps. Anderson .Paak helps. Nas helps. Wayne helps. DJ Quick helps.
Mm-hmm.
Schoolboy Q and J Rock on Gangbang anyway. It's a lot of help.
Man, and
Schoolboy Q talking about palms itching, guess it's time for the murder. I'm like, that's how we starting off the record? All right. Speaking of which, hold on, we ain't talked about Q, Blank Face and Oxymoron. I was trying to find a way to slide Blank Face in the top 100. Y'all talking about the documentary. I actually think Blank Face is better than the documentary because Q had less help.
Christopher Hogan says Paul Wall is more hip hop than Eminem, respectfully. Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, I give him that.
Yeah. But again, it doesn't even matter how lyrically, complex or whatever you do. It's something different when it comes from the soul. You know what I'm saying? And yes,
Mm-hmm.
it's not wrong for you to say, you know what, this person might not be as quote unquote skilled as Eminem, but I like their music more. Like, let's look at Juvenile. You know what I mean? Like,
Boom.
I'd much rather listen to Juvenile's music. I'd rather listen
No,
to
no, no. Hold
Project
on.
Pat's music and all that.
Look. To Anthony Lassiter, Cool G Rap, DJ Polo, Road to Riches. No, no, no. Road to Riches gonna be in 100 to 125. I ain't forgot about It's a Demo and Truly Yours, fam. Wanted Dead or Alive was the better album from beginning to end, even though Truly Yours and It's a Demo were his seminal records. But no, no, no. He gonna make that too. That's what I'm saying. Mike, Road to Riches, Cool G Rap.
Yeah.
G Rap's out rapping everybody that year except for Rakim. Twice. Like, that happened to him twice. You know, G-Rap is like the second best MC in the game, like 2 years. Like, his best two projects, Rakim showed up both of those years, like around the same time, pretty much. And that's part of the reason why people don't talk about G-Rap either, is because Rakim lyrically is right there with him. But he's more like knowledgeable, and it was cool to be more knowledgeable than street back then. Right.
I think, man, the thing with Rakim, man, I was listening to Paid in Full probably this morning or yesterday morning. He's just so great, man. Rakim's another level. And it's amazing to me to listen to somebody rapping like that, knowing that they were rapping like this 35 years ago. Or no, longer than that now. Yeah, it was. Yeah, 87. Yeah, 35 years ago. And shit, Eric B. is president 36 years ago. It's like, you're rapping like
what I just
that
realized
36
too?
years ago?
Here's how influential Rakim is. Okay, so people have to understand this. If I'm not mistaken, Paid in Full is what made the Bomb Squad and Chuck go in and do It Takes a Nations when they heard.
Definitely.
Okay, so check this out. Here's how you know they're listening to each other. Here's how you know Chuck and Ra are listening to each other. You know where the sample from Lyrics of Fury, I'll Follow the Leader, comes from, right?
Yeah, that's the Funky Drummer, right?
That's the Funky Drummer by James Brown.
Mm-hmm.
The very following year, how does Fight the Power start off?
Yeah.
Get down. Sound of the Funky Drummer. Because I know you got soul.
Yeah.
Hello. Hello.
Jay Shore with the super chat says,
I'd like to thank everybody for coming into this real hip hop shit where Chuck D and Rakim are sparring with each other behind the scenes in live sight. You feel me?
Right. Jay Shore says DMX was so hot. He was on singles with Jada and Method Man before he dropped an album. Man, he was the centerpiece.
I told people about that 4-3.
I think the first time I heard him was 4-3.
When Cannabis was the man, people have to understand the year X came out was when Cannabis had his buzz.
Yeah. Cannabis
and
buzz
I kept telling people, my man Hub was telling me, he's like, this nigga X ain't lyrical like that, Coop. I'm like, no. I'm like, he's got a feel. I was like, I've heard guys rap like Cannabis. Ras Kass came to mind immediately. I'm like, that guy X. And I remember my man clowning me about that, you knew it was wrong, ski mask for it, baby. Like all that. He's like, what is he doing? I'm like, no. I'm like, that shit's about to work. And sure enough, it did. 1, 2, 1, 2, come through, gun through. Oh, you don't know what the gun do? Like when he started off his album like that, and niggas is like, ooh.
Think it's a game? Think we playing? Yo, I think that his verse on Money, Power, and Respect is what got my attention.
Moms at home's praying?
The first time I heard him was 4, 3, 2, 1. Yeah, first time I heard him was 4, 3, 2, 1, but Method Man, Redman, and Cannabis and all, and the whole LL thing was going on. So it's like, he was just another verse on there, and he was the most, actually, at the time, non-notable person on the record. But Money, Power, Respect, he took that song.
How about this? And this is what I mean about he represents the have-nots. If you know me around that time, Mike, that was me at my pickiest and most like lyrical picky. Mm-hmm. And so when I like DMX, people around me didn't understand. But it's like, no, he was talking to the side of me that was poor, that didn't have anything, that was living in enough rough neighborhood, that didn't know how our lights were going to stay on, that didn't know if I cooked dinner after I got done feeding my brothers and sisters, if there was going to be enough for me to eat. You feel what I'm saying? Like, so he didn't speak to the rap side of me. He spoke to the side of me,
the human side of you,
fucking survive.
Yeah,
you feel me? And he did that for a lot of people. So there are a lot of us that's like Nas and Rakim and like all that super lyrical. But when it comes to that nigga, no. I swear by that guy the way I swear by them. That nigga got me through something.
Well, on that note, man, rest in peace to DMX, man.
Yeah,
Game 3 is about to start in a minute. Any predictions before we get out of here?
No. I just need to jump up on a couple sites, place a couple orders right quick. Mike, it's time to go. It's time to go. Didn't know it was game time.
Eric Sermon says, how y'all doing? My question is, why nobody talking about Pharoah Monch's debut album, Internal Affairs? That album is a masterpiece. Peace from Ghana. Appreciate you, Ghana.
It's not a masterpiece, but it's
a dope
masterful album. It's masterful at moments, and definitely needs to be one of those albums that makes the 100 to 200. But Internal Affairs is not a top 100 rap album.
We'll put it in the bracket though, definitely. Yeah. All right, well, let's get.
We got one more chat. We got
another one. 007's back in the building. I had a delay there. He says, "Do you weigh originality as a rapper?" As a rapper and 4 albums, would you consider that as another rating metric? Drake having a ghostwriter help and Jay-Z riding waves from Big Daddy Kane, Big Daddy Kane, Big, etc. Can't score high. I guess that whole originality thing might need to be part of the rating system. He's talking about the rating system when it comes to MCing for the people out there. We're doing a MC scale, and we need to jump back on that too. I think that there does need to be some sort of a metric where people who have ghostwriters are going to score less, but I think that was the songwriter thing, right? I think that's where we were going with songwriter category. Because if you had a ghostwriter or you were possibly riding waves or whatever, you would score lower on that. I get it. Because again, I tell you guys all the time, man, I listen to Blueprint 3 now with different ears. I feel like Jay was trying to find a style on that album. And when you take away the songs and how good some of the songs are, and you just listen to him and listen to him rapping, it's like you don't really know who you are on this album. And that's why I feel like it took him that long to make it. It never took him that long to make an album. That was the longest album creating process he ever had. And when he was interviewing about it,
No, go ahead. I'm listening.
I was going to say, when he was interviewing about it, he was saying that he took his time. And he was saying that Leo Cohen was telling him, like, can you imagine what you would have made, like, when you were on that run if you weren't so rushed to make albums? He spun it like he was taking his time on the Blueprint 3. But no, I think when I listened to the Blueprint 3, he just had figured out a style he was going to go with for that album. That's how, when he was on his run, he was on a roll. We were just talking about that. Like, ain't really no shortcomings. The shortcomings that come from his time where he was, on that roll was him trying too hard sometimes and forcing records that didn't need to be forced,
Yes. I've seen a lot of people bring up Capital Punishment by Big Pun. So I'm going to go back and listen again. Okay. Off the top of my head, Super Lyrical with Black Thought, Dream Shatterer, of course, Deep Cover 98 with Fat Joe. You Came Up. The triple Sace with Prodigy and Deck. No. There's legendary stuff on there. I'm not sure if it's top 100 though. I actually, when The Source gave Capital Punishment 4 mics, I thought that was one of the best album reviews they had done around that time because they had missed so much shit, and I thought that was a very appropriate 4 mic album.
I need to go back and read that rating. It's funny when you go back and read some of those Source ratings from back in the day. They really weren't very intricate articles.
No, they weren't as well written as we thought they were.
Yeah.
No, it wasn't. But you want to know what? They got you to buy in. We were so addicted to the culture, and we were so addicted to the rating system that they were providing the community and the culture with something. We let it pass. Like the Illmatic review's not all that.
It's not. And shout out to Miss Info who wrote it. She got the perfect rating for it. But as far as just delving into everything that album's about. Yeah. They didn't do that. I mean, there was a lot of, when you listen to Illmatic and everything that kind of, and obviously it's revisionist history and Monday morning quarterbacking here, but thinking about Illmatic and you read that article, there's a lot in that article that's missing. You know what I'm saying?
So here's what I'll tell you, and this is what I mean about the media narrative. And with Nas, you see, Nas didn't have a bad boy. He didn't have a Puff. And so you have to understand that because of the things that these guys did, 93, 94, 95, when 96 is rolling around, the money is different.
Yeah.
Mike, that Vibe magazine review is detailed and long in 1996. They are literally breaking down bars on Take It in Blood on that Vibe magazine review. There's no bar breakdown on Illmatic. It's like, she's like, this is one of the greatest rap albums I've ever heard. And when you hear it, it's going to be one of the greatest rap albums you've ever heard too. Have a great day, nigga.
Right.
It was Ritten's review from Vibe magazine, and it's like, well, first of all, I want to let you know that Illmatic is a classic, but it's not the greatest adventures of Slick Rick. It's not Paid in Full. It's not Criminal Minded or by any means necessary. I remember this word, Take It in Blood, the beat lulls you to sleep while Nas's verbiage pistol whips you. I said his verbiage pistol whips you. I said, what the fuck are they talking about? I said, are they talking about the song where he's the gun, or are they trying to write a music review right now?
This is the type of stuff they do. It's wild, man. Like, to hear it out loud.
They were doing this in 96.
Crazy. It's crazy.
They're literally telling you the album is trash, but they're like, his verbiage pistol whips you. It's like, well, you're telling me that he sounds great,
right?
But it's not great.
But you won't say that outright. Yeah.
My 15-year-old mind was like, this is some bullshit. Pretty certain. Pretty certain it's some bullshit what they saying. And why would you start off a rap review? Listen, this is 1996. Why would you start off a rap review talking about Paid in Full, the greatest adventures of Slick Rick?
That's when you know the bullshit's coming.
When this nigga just made Illmatic, don't tell me that that's not agenda lace.
Yeah, that's
Go read the fucking review.
Yeah. I mean, they did the same thing to Black Star. They didn't deserve what the source did to them.
Oh, the whole I Miss Tribe Called Quest.
Yeah, like, why are y'all doing that?
Oh my God. Yeah,
Rate
no.
album.
They shorted Black Star a whole mic. I'll give you that.
Yeah, they shouldn't have done it
Black Star a mic. Should have got 4.5. Yeah.
You think Black Star should have got 4.5? I mean, 4.
For how history is gone, yes. For me, it was always a 4 mic album.
Yeah,
how about this? For me, Black Star's album and Capital Punishment, those are quintessential 4s in my book.
Yeah. But history's been very kind to both of them.
Yeah.
All right, well, let's get up out of here, man. Appreciate y'all rocking with us, man. We will see y'all Friday. This was very enjoyable. Do you understand
that they said this shit is not Paid in Full or Criminal Minded? I was like, those niggas never made Paid in Full and Criminal Minded again. What are we doing?
Right. All right, peace out, y'all.
All right.